The Duke and the Goddess, a story about a divine union, written and narrated by Free Black. The next chapter. And so it was. The pair began their journey officially in holy matrimony. Once returning home, they began prepping for the arrival of their newborn. The Duke catered his time to serving the goddess, as this was such a sacred time for her being, mind, body, and soul. This was no ordinary pregnancy. Both opted out of the prize and interventions from modern-day medicine. Instead, they followed the path of their ancestors. Oneness. The goddess was more in tune with her body than ever before, deepening her connection with her growing seed. She felt her, not just physically, but spiritually, this being her knowing of the little one's gender. She spoke to her daily, caressing her belly at every chance. The Duke, too, set aside time routinely to read to his baby girl and stroke her mother's belly. He connected with her, feeling every kick, push, and flip. He kissed the goddess's womb daily as solidification of his presence and assurance of his commitment to partnership and fatherhood. The pair was excited and expectant. They devoted their days to fun and laughter, yet connection and stillness, laying the foundation for the awakening of this growing seed and the awareness of her soul. They showered one another with time and intimacy, keeping the spark inflamed and the oxytocin coursed. They visualized and they planned, preparing the perfect arrival of this heir, as any fairy tale would conclude. And they lived happily ever after. Or that's what they want you to think. For every heaven, there is hell, both within man's being and outside his existence. Man must learn to live with his own demons, but too he enters the hell of the one he selects as his companion. One will not see light without dark, peace without pandemonium. Happily ever after. Is there such a thing? Maybe that's the tale. Maybe not. One thing's for sure. One must enter and pass through the gloomy tunnel, the shadow of death, in order to enter the promised land of infinite illumination and freedom. Obsidian awaits.